Hi, everybody. All right. Let's see who's on here tonight. Hello. Hi, Sarah. How are you guys? So, first thing we're going to do, hold on. Sarah's asking me a question. It's a very important question. She wants to know if I can wear an extra large Sarah. No, I cannot. It's too big. I gotta get back to that. Don't let me forget. It's very important. She's unicorn hunting. There are unicorns about. So, first I want to take a moment and have you all listen for a second. You hear it? There are no children screaming. Mama for the win! That's because I'm in a hotel in Prescott, Arizona. I'm at a work training. So while I miss my family very much, I'm also getting a little bit of joy out of the silence. It's pretty nice. But what I did want to do, I know I have been sleeping all night. I've been getting up. I've been having a hot breakfast. Been working on LuLaRoe stuff in the evening, and then, I may go for a little dip in the hot tub. I may just do that before I have to get up and go to work. My days are long, but it's good. It's good. Good, honest work. I think I will. It's funny because we have a hot tub in our own backyard, but somehow when your children aren't getting out of bed to come outside to say, can I have one last hug when you're sitting in the hot tub, it's gold. It's just gold. But I wanted to check in with you guys about a few things and let you know about a few things. So I wanted to let you know that I am extremely sorry that I botched the sale the other night, first off. I had about 200 items sitting at my house. I had them all photographed. They were all looking good. They were ready to go up on the site. And I don't know what I did. I didn't export them all. They didn't all go up. I don't even know. There's no excuse. I don't know. I drove away and I was like, why isn't anything selling? Oh, because there's nothing for sale. Okay. So, yep. So letting it go. I haven't thought about when I'm going to put stuff up next, but I am wanting, I think, to kind of move towards my weekly Facebook sale and then do Periscope sales. And I think instead of it being an unboxing all the time, I think I might want to go through style by style. What do you guys think of that? I think it would change my workload a little bit in terms of photography. It's fun. I love it. I really like the people that are, well, not all of them. There's the trolls. But I like most of the people that are on Periscope. I love the people that are shopping, and yeah, I think it would be a lot of fun. And I may even get, I don't want to say it out loud because it'll make my husband worry, but I kind of need a new iPad. I do. So, or do like a Julia sale, for example. Yes. That'd be awesome. Yes, Sarah, I do owe you a hostessing slot. Faux show. So, let's do, well, Sarah, I think I'm going to be probably posting stuff on Sunday. I've always done Sunday. I don't think I have anything. Do you want to be my hostess on Sunday? And if that's too short of notice, since you know how I roll on Periscope, fly by the seat of my pants and start asking people to hostess. If that's too soon, we can talk. But if it's not, and that works for you, then you can be my hostess on Sunday. Just let me know. I think yeah? Okay, sweet. So we'll do Sunday. We'll do 5 p.m. Pacific Standard, just like I always do. Go ahead and you're going to want to add all your people to my group. Make sure you let them know while they're there. Exactly. Send out an invite, link, the whole deal. can certainly add people. If you do add people, I do ask that you at least tag them and let them know what they've joined and where they are and why they're there. That way they can opt out, because we like Lula lovers, not, nobody likes to just be put someplace. But I do find that for the most part, people aren't as likely to click and join, but if you add them and then explain why they're there, people will stick around, and then they'll fall in love and buy stuff, So that's what I found. But yeah, do that, pump it up. So your job this week as a hostess is to pump up the sale and make sure you're talking about styles, sizes, fit, the different ways you can wear a Cassie, the different ways you can wear a Julia, all that kind of stuff. You know the drill. Basically, you get to be consultant for a week, especially since I'm here. So, oh, you did, perfect. Okay, and then get those girls in there, and then oh yes, yes, the new items will go up Sunday. I could do it remotely, but that made me nervous. I didn't do very well the other night with the whole thing, trying to drive and the whole thing. So I know people do it, and I will get better at it. But right now, I don't want to do my very first remote sale during my very first week of my new job. It's just too much. So I'm calling it. We're going to do it Sunday at 5. And then I wanted to let you know tomorrow night I'm going to be getting on Periscope with I know, right? With a whole new group of women that I have met on the Dreamers in Waiting page. These are all women who are, and actually none of them are signed on under me. That's where it started, and then a whole bunch of other people wanted to join. So these are all women that are wanting to do a Periscope loop. So tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to be getting on, and I am going to be looping. There's no giveaway, and there are no sales. The reason for that is because these are brand new consultants that are getting ready to get their inventory. They are on the verge of becoming consultants themselves. It would not be according to policy and procedure for them to give things away or sell things, so we are not doing that, but they are going to be sharing their why, sharing their story, why they're doing LuLaRoe. That's something that's really important for LuLaRoe is, and all direct sales companies, but I do find that this in LuLaRoe, it's really a driving force. So we're going to be sharing our why real quickly, and we're going to loop through to the next person. There are 13 people total, so this should not take longer than 25 minutes or so. You'll just follow each of them, follow their name. They will say me, and then you'll press their name and follow them, and that way when they become consultants, you'll be alerted to all of their sales and specials as well, if they choose to use Periscope. And Amanda Davis is new to this, so bear with her. Done and done. I am new to this too. I have been a consultant for 2 months. So we're all new. We're all new together. So on that note, I would like to, is this only for consultants? Tomorrow night, the loop, yes, it already has been arranged. It's already, yeah, a set number of people. We've already been working on it. We already have our order and all that kind of stuff. But are you a consultant, Amanda? Because I do organize these periodically. Okay. All right. If you're interested, let me know. But it is for LuLaRoe consultants. Not typically for, well, no. I'm sorry. So anybody watches, right? To participate in the loop, it really it's for consultants, because it doesn't really benefit you to have people follow you if you're not a consultant. However, it's not just for consultants tomorrow night to watch. What we're wanting to do is have people that are not consultants follow along the loop. So that was a good question. The reason that they would want to do that is as these women become consultants, then you will already be following them. It's a way for them to gain followership. For example, I have, I think, just under 600 people or so that follow me on Periscope, but it wasn't always that way. Back about 2 months ago, I think I had 23 creepy dudes following me, and that was it. It was me and 23 creepy dudes. And they were, but I just got on and I was just scoping all the time, and before you know it, then people start to follow. So by no means do I have a ton, I mean, there are people that have thousands of followers, but that's kind of what I'm doing to help people, is to help share my base, my following base. So people that come on and follow me, of which there are almost 600, so there I know, you remember those days. Creepy Dude Central. Oh yeah. So they'll come on and they'll follow me is the idea. And then as I say, hey, follow this person, then they'll go and follow the loop. The nice thing about that is that we have some great new consultants. Lindsay Kobiti, Kristen Hausman. Well, now I feel like I have to name everybody off, but those are the people that come to my mind because they helped with this and it was so awesome. But great girls, as well as another 10 in addition to that, who are all great girls, and they will be sharing their why as well, so you can follow them. So that's the plan. So what else can I talk about? Are there any Q clubbers or people that are thinking about wanting to become a consultant? Of course, absolutely. Yeah, you would have totally, I'm glad I clarified, because you would have just left and been like, oh, that's not for me. It's totally for you. Totally for you. Are there any people that are in the queue or thinking about being in the queue, people that are looking for a sponsor or want to know about how to find a sponsor, people that want to talk about inventory systems? This was a goal that I made for myself this month, was that I was going to help talk about inventory systems, because there's something they're scary. They're scary to build and they're scary to develop, and so yeah, that was my goal. My goal was to work with my team on developing inventory systems. But if there are Q clubbers in here, or if there are people thinking about wanting to become a consultant, we can talk about anything you want. Open book. Lay it on me. Q club. Good question. So for people, yes, clever. I know. I'm speaking jargon. That's what's happening right now. I'm sorry. So for people that are for people that are joining LuLaRoe, who are considering joining LuLaRoe, you find a sponsor and you sign up with that sponsor. There's a lot of education that goes into all that and the whole deal. It's not just signing up. I mean, it's a big investment. However, the actual sign up process is not hard. It's just, paperwork. When you do that, then you are in the queue, what they call the queue. And it is a 10 to 12 week wait right now. During that time, everybody has different ideas about what you do while you're in the queue. Some people sit and wait for their phone call. What I do is help my girls build a business. So we talk about various topics. This month I want to talk about inventory systems. And as you wait for your place in line to move up during those 10 to 12 weeks, my goal for people is to basically build a business and have a business waiting for inventory. That's what I did, and that's what my sponsors did for me, and that's what I like to do for others. So access to resources, talking about the different systems that you can put in place, making sure that you have done, the little niggling things like, do you have, did you get the right checking account, and what about an LLC? Did you get one of those? And what about a CPA? Do you have one of those? And how about insurance? Did you get insurance? What hangers are best? What racks are best? What's your inventory system? What kind of computer do you use? How about printer? What kind of shipping? On and on and on. So those are things that there are a lot of things to do. Some people do more and some people do less. Some sponsors do more of that than others. So I called about insurance, a rider on my homeowner's policy. Please don't set my house on fire this week because I need to call them back. So, but yes, I agree. I know it was not actually all that expensive, the quote that I got. I just got a rider on my homeowners, and I think I don't know if I have to turn in my EIN number or what. There's some piece of information, I forget what I need to do, but it was a quick call. I want to say it was like, I don't know, $40 a month or so. I mean, it depends obviously on your inventory and your house and the whole deal, but totally worth it in terms of, when I walk into that room now, I realize I have over 1,000 pieces, and it's a good chunk of change. So yes, make sure you are insuring your investment, because those items are not write-offs. They are yours. They are yours until you sell them. So worth it. So worth it. But easily forgotten. I agree. And I need to do that as well. Thank you for the reminder. I have my quote. I need to call and say, do that. What other questions do you guys have? Inventory, who's talked about inventory development? Somebody asked about inventory development. Am I talking about an LLC? I can talk about an LLC. I can't speak to every state for obvious reasons. You asked about inventory development? Okay. But as far as LLC, if you are a partnership, you need to have an LLC. You should have an LLC as well as an agreement. It's important. It's important for protecting your separate assets, your relationship, your friendship, and your business. If you are acting as a sole proprietor, which most people do, you don't necessarily need an LLC. I got one because I live in Arizona at $75. It's like, why not? Might as well. And we also, we have a house. We have a rental house. My husband has a freelance business too. So I feel like we have a lot of things that we want to keep separate. They're not huge things, but they're, assets in the eyes of the law. So we kept those. We wanted to keep them all in separate little boxes. So, so we have a couple different LLCs. Inventory development. So there are a couple ways to do it. There's the way I did it. There are many ways to do it. What I would recommend, so I went big from the start because I wanted to. I don't know. Because I had the credit limit too, and because I was home injured. You'll be starting with the regular package plus skirts. You want to grow inventory fast to quit my job ASAP. So that was my thing. So I was home injured. Like I was on FMLA, I had a bulging disc, and I needed work, and I needed it to be quick, and I had the time. So people were like, what? You bought like 750 pieces? I did. Yeah, I did. I bought twice what I needed to buy. I put in, twice the investment. And I just kind of went for it, because now I've started a new job, and so I didn't want to still be developing. I didn't want to be like working to like build up inventory and figure out where I was going to put it, and all of those like kind of growing pains. I wanted that out of the way. That's why I did what I did. Most people, and it sounds like you're doing a little bit kind of halfway in between. Most people get the basic package. And that's fine. And then I would recommend that people, and then you said you're adding skirts as well. So I would say for slow inventory development, you're going to want to order 33 pieces for every 25 that you sell. So LuLaRoe, they're smart, right? They're smart. It is a business. There's a reason that the minimum order is 33. And I think conveniently, it is pretty standard in a party to sell 22 to 30, right? So you either need to wait 2 parties to order and then place a big order and put yourself in a position where you may get a lot of duplicates, or you need to have big parties, or you need to, you're going to be replenishing at a greater rate of growth than you sell, even if ever so slightly, because you'll sell 25, you'll buy 33, sell 25, buy 33. I am mostly, because I have a larger inventory, so generally the rule, except not counting last Sunday. Last Sunday was ridiculous, but there's a bad party. Everybody will have a bad party. But generally my parties sell between, I would say 30 to 50 at this point. And it's slowing down a little bit here in the summer, but I would say generally 30 to 50. I'd love to push into that 50 to 70 range, or 100. I mean, shoot, who's drawing the line, right? But I would love to be in that 50 to 70 range. Worth it to take all profit first month to double inventory. So I'm still not paying myself. It depends on your needs. I know. It was really fun to sell 84 at my launch. That's how many I sold at my launch, and I have not sold that many since. But it was nice. It was really nice. It depends on your financial situation, about what you need. I am still not taking a paycheck. I'm paying back. So month 1 was all about growing. Month 1 was about aggressively paying off as much of my original debt as I could, as well as growing my inventory and adding 1 style. So during month 1, I had my stock. I sent like $6,000 off to my card. I replaced everything, and I added Julia. Month 2, which just ended, my goal was to add 1 style, replace everything I sold, and grow and deepen my sizes so that I had 10 of each size in each style that I carried. So because of that, I did not send as much away to my card, because you can't do both. I mean, yeah, I wasn't able to do both. So I didn't send as much away to the card, but I did add Amelia. That was my style that I added, which is a whopper of a style, but it's awesome. I mean, it sells well, and it's beautiful, and it's a higher price point for sales. So I added the Amelia, and then my foot is caught in a cord. Okay, there we go. And in addition to adding an Amelia and paying off a little bit of the debt, I also started rounding out my, deepening my sizes. Yes. So deepening is definitely something that you want to do. So 10, the gold standard when you'll really start to see that the growth in sales is 8 to 10 per size, and I would say 10, especially the way women are growing their inventory these days. 10 is a good number. So I have now 10 in almost everything. There are a few things that I can't seem to get 10 in because it's back ordered or out of stock or whatever, but at the time that I'm trying to order, but I believe that I'm pretty much there. I'm at like 1,050 pieces at this point, I think. And I'm not feeling this like urge to go add styles right now. I mean, I will. Everybody's got an opinion, of course, but for every person that's, I'm back. Sorry, that was crazy. Amelia first or Nicole. So, Nicole came in my package. When I onboarded, there was still package 1, 2, or 3 to choose from, and I chose package 2 and then added a crap ton. Nicole is the #1 seller. However, Amelia is hot right now and definitely ups your price point. So, kind of depends on what you're trying to do. I really needed to up my price point because you can't let leggings drive your business. I wasn't letting leggings drive my business, but I did find that $35 items were driving the business. And you have to work twice as hard to sell, or you have to sell twice as many Randy's Classics, leggings, Cassie's, all that stuff, as opposed to one Amelia. And the first day or two that I had Amelia's, I sold 7 of them. So, which I thought was pretty good. I mean, I don't promote leggings hardly at all. In fact, I just gave a bunch away. I did a sale, 7. I thought 7 was good. I actually did a sale, 2 sales in a row where I just, included leggings with purchases over $50. Just like, here, take my leggings. I'm done with the leggings. I'm over the leggings till you send me some super cute ones. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, LuLaRoe. But I am ready for some, variety in my legging stash. I seem to just have a ton of leggings, and it's, I feel like the unicorns or the really popular ones sell off right away, and then I'm just left with a bunch of solid leggings again, so I just started giving them away. And it seemed to work. It seemed to, work well. Plus it allows me to buy some more. I may end up doing a solid legging sale or something, and I don't know, knock prices down and have people PM me for specials and things like that, but I haven't quite figured out what that price point is. I'm not selling right now. No, I'm babbling, and anybody will listen. So Nicole or Julia, I would say totally depends. Yes, bundling does seem to be hot now. So the mystery package went in and out pretty quick. I guess people are still doing it, but for a while it was like, oh, everybody's got a mystery package, which was kind of cool. I mean, I ordered one. I thought it was fun. And then now the bundling seems to be a big deal. So, sure, I'll jump on that bandwagon if it'll let me get rid of some leggings and get some new ones. So I also think that I'm going to want to hang out on Periscope more. I think it's going to be fun. I'd like to get a new iPad. I'd like to get my tripod set up. You know how it is at home, and I have my little shop and I can roll my cart in, and I just ordered some coat check tags with numbers on them. But they haven't come yet, so I got to figure that out. What's going on with that? You think it cuts down on flippers to do what, bundle? Yeah, right, because who wants, I don't know, pizzas if you have to buy a red Irma too, right? Pizzas are just an example. I got no pizzas here for anybody who's getting ready to share with their friends because I said pizza. So funny. I don't even really like the pizza leggings. I don't really like food leggings. I think I've got a thing about that. I'm I wear enough food on my thighs without putting food on my thighs. I don't know. It's kind of silly. But I did see the donut leggings. They're kind of cute. Although I really don't even like donuts very much. I could totally get behind some angel food cake leggings. Maybe. Or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there's any food that I like enough to want to wear it on my pants. But you never know. But there are people that they love. They love the cupcakes, they love the pizzas, they love the donuts. Sounds good. Huge donut fans at your work? I hope you get a whole box of donuts. Look what I brought you, women. Look what I brought. Bacon leggings. Okay. Done. I'll wear some bacon leggings. Yeah, that's pretty funny. What other question? Did I answer your inventory growth one well? That's awesome. How do you do taxes? Yes, quarterly taxes. So LuLaRoe takes out your state sales tax based on the the seller's tax rate currently. That's what's currently happening. The plan is, and there is no indication on when this is going to happen, but the plan is for them to take out tax at the buyer's rate, at the purchaser's rate. Both are legal. They're just two different ways of running things. So LuLaRoe has what's called Nexus in all 50 states, which is basically an ability to sell across all 50 states. And a whole army of lawyers working with them. So what they're doing, basically they didn't want to have to rebuild the system and have it be glitchy and all these other things with the taxes. So they said, you know what, we're gonna take taxes out at the seller's rate for now, and then we'll take out at the buyer's rate later. So that's the plan. As for the taxes, so they pay the state. But you need to pay your income tax. So they do not pay your income tax because your income, quite obviously, varies, and it also depends on what else you do. That would make it more of a level playing field to have buyers. Yes, it would, and that is exactly that, and that's the plan. That's the plan. There's just no and I've been telling make sure you're not undercutting your other, your fellow LuLaRoe consultants, if you happen to live in a tax-free state, because you know what, it's all going to switch, and then your local buyers will be the lucky ones, and your out-of-staters will not. So I've just kind of tried to downplay the state issue. Like, it's all legal, it's all happening. I can't control I can't control taxes at all. Like, they just are what they are. And so there are people that are out there causing a stir and saying, oh, but I don't charge tax. And you're like, wow, that's really nice of you to pay everyone's taxes. But wow, the top sellers are charging shipping. The top sellers are charging tax. And so I just encourage people, if you're looking for a quick sale, then sure. Then that's one way to do it. But if you're looking for a good, strong, solid customer base, anybody that you want as your customer will understand that you cannot affect tax rates, and that you do have cost of doing business, which is shipping. That said, there are lots of different shipping rates and shipping models that you can use. But as far as taxes go, you do need to send off your estimated quarterly taxes. So I would recommend getting a CPA, somebody you trust. If you're on my team, we have a team CPA that, not a team CPA, it's just a CPA, but he knows the business, he knows the finance manager that our team uses, and would be more than willing to work. Yeah, exactly. Would be more than willing to work with anybody for a fee. He's not free. This is business, but consultation is free. And then after that, can help you figure out your taxes, and your tax burden. Everybody's is going to be different. I have a full-time job. My husband has a full-time job. He has a freelance job, LuLaRoe. So everybody's tax burden is different, so I can't recommend what percentages you take out. I can tell you what I do. So I use 50% of my sales to reinvest. So I basically just plan for half of my sales to go and replace the inventory that I just sold. And then the rest of that, I put aside 40% for taxes, and the rest is mine, which means it goes away to the card right now to pay estimated quarterly taxes. During that initial time period where you're paying off your investment, you don't have to be quite as diligent with the taxes because you're paying off your investment. But if you drag that on for too long, I would recommend that you start setting aside for taxes, because it's not without any tax burden. Does that make sense? If you're to pay yourself back in, a couple of months or whatever, I think that you're fine. But if you're planning to take forever, then for sure be setting aside for taxes. How many pieces do you want to maintain in inventory? So the sweet spot is 800 to 1,000, and I would say even 800 to 1,200 at this point. With that kind of 1,000 mark being a really good place where you start to see your sales take off. That's what I'm told. And then there was last Sunday. So I'm hoping that that continues to prove true. Retail, including kids. That's a good point. I do have kids. I don't have a lot of kids. I have kids leggings and I have dot smiles. I don't have the whole kids package. I don't have Gracies or Azures or, well, I guess they don't do Cassies or Maxies anymore, but I don't have the other kids stuff. I do have some kids leggings. I don't even have tweens, actually. I just have small, medium, large, extra large, and some dot smiles. My dot smiles actually do they actually sell pretty well, and kids leggings do okay too. I don't replace them quite as aggressively, and they've been out of stock as well, but they actually, and maybe it's because I have 2 little girls, and so I have a lot of friends that have little girls, and so they actually do okay. But there are other people that say the kids leggings or kids stuff isn't selling for them. Kids leggings, maybe dot smile, not sure. So, and I don't know, for me, the dot smile sells better than the leggings, and here's why. This may not ask a lot of people. But for me, leggings for kids are $23, and that's a lot. Now, it doesn't mean that people won't buy it if you have a matching set or whatever. You know, if you have the unicorn ones, I mean, people definitely buy kids leggings. But at $23, you can go to Target or Kohl's and get that, you know, Circo or Jumping Beans or whatever for $5 a piece. And so I find that while they do sell, they don't necessarily, it's not the same as like getting a dress. Like a dress for $36, people seem to be like, okay, it's a dress, you know, and then they spend the $36 and it's a higher price point. On the other hand, exactly, because those leggings, I mean, they hold up well, they wash up well. My girls' leggings look great, but you know, I'm also not paying $23 for them, right? Because they're half that for me. So I don't know that I would buy them if they were $23 for myself. So other people do buy them for sure, but they're not my biggest seller. But maybe that's why. Maybe people can tell that, like, I don't know. But the dot smiles do sell well. In fact, I have people that are requesting me to get more size 7 dot smiles, and they're out of stock right now, so I can't. But I have people that love them and want more of them. So to answer your question, 1,000 pieces. Go for 1,000 pieces. So I just reached 1,000. So my goals: first month, right? Pay off and add a style. Second month, get to 10 pieces, which I was still, you know, I'm mostly there. 10 sizes, 10 pieces per size per style. Add a size or add a style, and then I also wanted to be trainer in the queue by the end of May. So I have 1,000 pieces. I didn't pay off as much as I wanted to on my card. I have almost 10 of each size, and I was trainer in the queue by May 11th. So make sure you're making your monthly goals. I encourage that of my team too. I just put a post up yesterday of like, hey guys, what are your June goals? I'm going to try to do that each month so that people are to kind of build a dialogue. Hi, Bryn. I bought, I think I had 734 pieces to start. I want to say 734, right around there. It was like a lot. It was a lot. Because I had 3 rolling racks, you know that rack that you borrowed? I had 3 of those, identical. So I had 3 of those total, and that was it. I mean, I had all the other supplies, but I had 3 of those rolling racks. Well, one of them kind of broke right away. Are you encouraging people to start with just the initial or buy more like you did? I would say somewhere in between. I've been doing LuLaRoe for 2 full months, and I'm 1 week into my 3rd month. So I launched on April 7th. Oh, tomorrow's 2 months. Yeah, tomorrow's 2 months. I don't know what day it is. So I would recommend somewhere in between, only because I really like, Bryn, I really like that I have a huge inventory, and I really am happy with the way business is going. However, I will say that it is a large debt burden, and for people that are not risk takers, it can be really scary. I'm not particularly a risk taker financially, but but to be honest, I have a lot of debt anyway, so to add a little bit more debt was like, whatever. Like, this, it was like, I'm gonna look at this as a long game. And, so for me, that's what made it okay. It was like, I already have debt. I know I'm going to be working my tail off. I know I'm going to pay this off. I'm going to build the business. I'm driven. Like, this is what I'm going to do. And so for me, it wasn't too much emotionally to take that on. But there are women out there that I talk to that they're like, I don't have a credit card and I don't want to get one. And I'm like, I hear you, girl. Don't. Like, don't if you don't have to. I mean, do, but don't, but pay it off. Because I know the stress of debt too. So do I want to do this full time? Do I want to quit my job? Well, I just started a new job this week. So I'm a nurse. So that's what I do as well. And I just started working at the VA, which I'm really excited about because it's going to let me have a clinic job. And yeah, that's what I have. I have nursing school debt. That's exactly. And it's deep. It's deep. And so I just started at the VA. I'm really excited about it, actually. I'm excited to help a segment of the population that sorely needs our help. And I'm excited about the salary, and I'm excited about the benefits, and the retirement and all those other things. And the schedule. Did I mention the schedule? I'll have a clinic schedule, so that'll be really nice. Thank you. But, so do I want to do this full time? Not yet. I was doing it full time. Like, while I was hurt, I was working probably 50 hours a week to start. People would say, how many hours are you putting in? Like, that first few weeks, I put in truly all the hours. I was just burning the candle at both ends, trying to get the business established. I will say there aren't many businesses that you can feel like you're kind of like getting a firm hold, a grasp on in the first couple months. And I do feel like we got a lot of systems in place. We got things organized, and then we were able to like run our business, which I'm really excited about. But never say never. I mean, would I love to like feel like I could pay off my debt and spend time with my family and run a LuLaRoe business and be a leader and do all of those things all at once? Like, I mean, of course, like, who doesn't have that dream? Maybe some people don't, but of course. However, I don't want to get ahead of myself. And, I'm really focused right now on being a leader to my team. And as well as trying to make sure that my business stays sustainable, because I have hired assistants now. I have a virtual assistant. I have a photographer, and I now have a lady coming to help clean my house. I mean, I've had a house cleaner occasionally, but now I'm holding parties in my home, so it feels more essential that it's like not me scrubbing the floor the night before. So I have somebody come more regularly now at this point. So, I mean, there are a lot of things that I'm, trying to make sure are in place. So I don't feel like I can't quite step out of work yet. You're working part-time in primary care. So so I'll be working 32 hours a week. So I guess it's not full-time. It's 4 8s. But I probably will go full-time when that position opens. But it's a primary care clinic. So we're going to be doing very similar things. Do you work 8s or 12s or 10s? What kind of shifts do you have? Eight's nice. So for me, and this is a new world for me. So I was working 12s before, and I was thrashed on day 4, or like, so I would work my 3 12s, and then I was just like toast. And I was hurt, and I loved my job. I worked in a great unit. I worked with great people, but it was just like rough. It was rough work, and it was like the census was getting higher, and we were losing our aides, and you know the story. Like it's like the nurse's hospital story. And so this clinic job for me, like 8-hour shifts, I'm like, what is this magic? Like, this is amazing. So, Ned Surf? I don't know what that means. So for time management, I end up, oh, okay. I was like, I don't know. For time management, I get up and I do my workout in the morning, and then I go to work, and I really, during work hours, I really am not spending time. Oh, med surge. I was not med surge. I was cardiac step down. I was part of the critical care cluster. So I go to work, and during that time, I'm really not paying much attention to LuLaRoe. So I may go and like answer a question here or there, but I'm not like trying to run a party or do anything else. And then during lunch, I answer a few questions for sure, answer as many as I can while I'm doing the nursing stuff your face thing. And then after work is when I really like sit down to settle in. So I have scheduled all of my parties so far to be Sunday evening at 5. And so I spend any time I need to on Sunday trying to like take last minute pictures, whatever, do that kind of stuff. I get everything uploaded Sunday at 5. And I let that party go officially until 8 p.m. It's a 3-hour party. Most people are actually done shopping then anyway. If they know the party's coming and they know like what's happening, like it's a 3-hour party. And I'm not spending, like, it's not open for days. Because I started doing that, things were open forever, and it was annoying, and it was hard to keep up with, and people aren't really shopping anyway. So I do 5 to 8 where I'm active, and then I dim the lights. I would like dim the lights. It's quiet time on the unit. And everybody can keep shopping till morning, but I'm not actively answering questions or participating. I'm sleeping, I'm spending time with my family, putting my girls to bed, all that kind of stuff. But from 5 to 8, whatever comes in, and those Google Docs that come in, my husband and I pull. I input everything into Finance Manager. My husband is in the Lula room pulling and labeling. So what we do is, I see a lot of people with baskets and bins, like whatever works for you. What works for us, we don't have baskets and bins because that's just more stuff to store. I figure everything has to go out in a Ziploc anyway. So he folds it neatly and puts it in a Ziploc. He puts a piece of masking tape on the outside of the Ziploc with the person's name. And then it goes into a laundry basket. Divide 2 laundry baskets. One is for shipping and one is for home pickup or like local pickup. While I'm entering into Finance Manager and while he is pulling, my virtual assistant is invoicing. And she's doing all that through the Google Doc. She's not like sitting at our house or anything. So I can mostly close out a party then that night, mostly. And I keep pictures up until the next morning. And then I might have like 2 or 3 sales through the night that I need to like personally handle myself the next day. Where Darcy, my virtual assistant, will get on and invoice them, but I'll just have to go and check and like pull a couple extra things, and it's not a big deal. That following day, it's expected that people pay. Darcy goes in and looks at the paid invoices in Audrey, and she marks them either ready for ship or ready for pickup, depending on their address. And that is my cue to go in to my Google Doc. And if they're ready for ship, I go ahead and print everything up in Shipping Easy. I pick up the bag that my husband has lovingly packed and put their name on it. and I wrap it in tissue paper. I don't know if you guys have ordered from me. It's nothing fancy. I just wrap it in a piece of tissue paper with a thank you sticker on it and put it in a priority mailer and slap the sticker on and mark it shipped. And then for local pickups, what I started to do, I know I really like that too. There were all these bins and everything, but I thought, well, then people just transfer stuff from a bin to a bag, and if it can just go right in the bag, then it's ready to ship. So when people get it, I mean, it doesn't, like, it's not like, I've seen some people that do really fancy, beautiful things. I mean, I could certainly, but I've also seen people just, like, give you stuff in a bag. So I kind of figure mine's halfway in between. Like, you get your bag and it has masking tape, but, you know, I try to pretty up the outside so at least it looks like you're opening a package. And then I throw my business card in there sometimes. I'm not always real good about that. I actually need to get better about that. Has anyone ever complained about my shipping prices? Two people have. One person purchased anyway, and the other person, I offered them a deal, like person to person, and she said, wow, thank you. I didn't expect you to do that. And she came back and shopped with me again and paid full price. So, the top sellers in the company, and I keep going back to that. Not that I'm not a top seller. Like, I'm far from being a top seller. But I do look at those people as a model, because that's what we're here. Like, that's why we want to do this, right? Is to be successful. The people, even Amazon doesn't actually offer free shipping. They're fooling you, and you are buying into their marketing if you think they offer free shipping. Hi, you guys, go down there. See Audrey right there? Follow her. Press her name and follow her, because she's adorable. She's awesome. She's on my team. So people don't, even Amazon doesn't actually offer free shipping. So they mark some things up and they mark some things down, and but they're smart. They've got it going on. They know what's happening, and and so it's all a ruse. It's all a ruse, people. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Remember econ? There's no such thing as a free lunch. So there's no such thing as free shipping. So that's my shipping. That's my shipping thing. So I charge $6 priority. Audrey, hey, come back. They want to see you. There she is. So, when Audrey periscopes, she wears bathrobes and pearls because she's fancy. And she charges $6. And do you know who I just bought a dress from tonight? So this is what I do. This is what I do because I'm alone in a quiet hotel room. I shop other people's sales. So do you guys know Randy? Like the Randy tea? Randy Avila? No. Anyway, I was on his Periscope tonight. Yeah. And I know. I just love him. And if I ever move to Denver, I'm going to have him sell me a house. Like, just love him. So, I went and bought a Julia over. He was doing some Periscoping tonight. So I went over there and bought a Julia. And you know what I paid? $45 and $6 shipping. So, no questions asked. But I did get a free pair of aviators out of the deal. He was giving away, I think when they went to leadership, I think they all went to Joya, and they got a bunch of swag, like jewelry, and anyway, so yeah, aviator sunglasses. I mean, they're not like Ray-Bans or anything. They're not fancy, but I am gonna get some sunglasses with my Julia purchase. It was pretty cute. So I got one of those floral Julias. It's like that Liberty floral, but it looked like it was kind of purple and pink and blue. I really liked it, so I'm excited. So where were we? Shipping. Yeah, $6. Photo or it didn't happen. I know, I need to get on that. Gotta document. So other time management. So I did, right, so we're doing things simultaneously. There's my time management. Hire help. Arena, there's my time management. You can't do it all. That's what I found. In my first month, I did it all, and I worked my tail off. And that was good, right? Because you have to know how to run your business before you can hand any parts of it off. I mean, I was very, well, and see, that's nice. My kids are 3 and 5, and they are willing to help me destroy everything. I did get the plague. I did. I did. I ran myself ragged, and I got the plague. And I was in bed for like a week. So, yeah, my children run through the house. They're, I don't know, they destroy everything in their wake. I don't know if everybody's kids are like that or if it's just mine. Because I swear I'm a good mother. But even tonight, I just got a video. My daughter is building, she's at home building catapults and dunk tanks for tiny animals and throwing things to dunk tiny animals, like using a catapult to throw things to dunk tiny animals into, not real animals, like little, plastic ones into a glass of water. I'm like, this is my little engineers. I totally do have a video. My husband sent me a video. I was like, that's awesome. That looks great. Can you mop? It's fun. It's totally the age. But I would say hire help as soon as you can. As soon as you have a full understanding of what your systems are, then start figuring out what you can farm out. And I know how tempting it is to say, there's nothing I can farm out. There's nothing I can farm out. It's all mine. It's got to be mine. It's my business. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just my own type A coming through. But that's how I felt. I was like, this is mine. I have to own it. I have to do it. And then I realized nurses do delegate. But something that is important is that what you need to hold on to are the things that make you money. And I also don't farm out my finance manager. I've got a pretty like kind of like a death grip on that thing. And so photos, I was like, my photos were crappy anyway. Do it. I don't care. Do it. My invoicing, like who wants that noise? Do it. That's fine. And I did hire the person that I hired as my virtual assistant. She's a professional virtual assistant. So I like ponied up the money to buy, like, that's not something that I would have a kid doing. I mean, maybe a college student, but it wasn't something I was going to have. Like if I had a teenager, I wouldn't have my teenager do it. Finance manager is, are you on Syra and Menace's team? I forget. I thought so. Who's your sponsor? Are you getting close to onboarding? Because you should have finance manager. I mean, it's overwhelming. It's a big tool. It's what, you're getting close? Yeah. Get with Jen and have her, yeah, get with Jen. Oh, yeah, get it. Now's the time. I was going to say, if you had just signed on, then, which I know isn't the case, then don't do that because it can be overwhelming and then, people get scared and whatever. But, so it's a tool that Syra built, but you should go ahead and get it. I'd say 2 weeks out, it's good to start playing. Plus all of those things that you've purchased for your, business, like your racks and your hangers and all that, there are tabs for all that. So you're going to want to go ahead and, get it. If you want to shoot me, I mean, get it from Jen. But if for some reason she doesn't have it or whatever, get with me. I'm happy to send it to you. Yeah, break-even spreadsheet, that's pretty simple. I mean, that's one of those new, like, newbie things, but the finance manager is going to be the heart of your business. Truly the heart of your business. It's going to tell you about your monthly sales. You're going to keep track of every sale. And then are you on, yeah, go ahead and ask her for it though. I would be proactive about that because it's not something. I actually saw somebody on Dreamers the other day say, hey, I logged in I started 3 weeks ago and I'm scared of the finance manager and I should probably get some help with that. And I'm like, dude, how What have you been doing for 3 weeks? I just don't even know. I can't even, like, how do you know what you made? How do you know what you sold? I have no idea. I don't know how they were doing it. So, so go ahead and request it, because you're gonna want it. It's like QuickBooks it's just Excel. It's just Excel, but it's multi-tabs. They all work together. Lots of formulas involved. And then, are you on Bobby'sDreamers.com in Members Corner? Because that's another place you should be. If you haven't requested access to that. Okay, you're in there. If you go in there, there's also what was I going to say? There is in Members Corner off to the right. I'm trying to think of what it's under. There's a tutorial on the Finance Manager. I believe it's an older version. I'm not sure. Oh no, the new version is there. I think it was April. It was April. So yeah, download that and also watch the tutorial. There's like an hour-long tutorial. So have it open in front of you and watch that tutorial and get all that stuff entered. Another new version? No. Don't feel dumb. Don't feel dumb. And this is the kind of thing where you're going to feel a little behind the 8 ball for the first few parties anyway, because it's, just like any tool, it takes a little time to learn. So as much of that like easy stuff that you can get done now, go ahead and do that. Oh, awesome. I'm excited. Will we have to copy and paste everything over, or will it just, well, I guess just your old stuff. That won't be a big deal. Your sales archive and stuff. But yeah, it'll help you know where you are in terms of cruise qualification. It'll help you know where you are monthly. It'll show you trending, help you with your taxes. It won't do everything for your taxes, so I'd make sure you still consult, get some financial advice from a CPA, but it will kind of help guide you, as well as keeping track of each of your parties, showing what's new and what's pending, what's old. It keeps track of your shipping costs and separates that out. Keeps track of all your inventory purchases, as well as all of your supply purchases, your credit card payments, your credit card balances for the business. Any LuLaRoe payments. Yeah, it's an awesome tool. Sarah put, I think, 550 hours originally, and I think it's gone through at least 2 iterations since then. So it's a big, I know it's massive, but it's awesome. I mean, and the thing is like, it looks way bigger than it is. I mean, once you realize the tools that you're actually using every day, then the other tabs just kind of, melt into the background, and you call them forward when you need them. But yeah, I would say definitely get that downloaded, yeah, get yourself started, because it's pretty awesome. It's an awesome tool, and I can't wait to see what she puts in the new one. So yeah, taxes, quarterly estimated taxes, ASAP, done. That's awesome. Any other questions? I also did, it's on Periscope somewhere, but I did a Periscope about all the supplies you want, like all that stuff. And so that can be found on Periscope. I did the hashtag save. I don't know if you guys know about that trick. I don't do that often, because then I can't get it out of Periscope. I'd prefer it saved to my camera roll, but it's an option too. So, what's exciting? Less than 2 weeks. And I have my first, yes, 14,000. Yeah, I did. I mean, I haven't seen the official, but gosh, if I sold 14,000 per LuLaRoe and they didn't put me on that cruise qualifying list, we're going to have words. But it's the first month, so we'll see, because it's already a week into June, and I'm flopping this month because I'm out of town and starting a new job, and so I'm trying not to give myself too much pressure. I've only sold about $1,000 so far, to be honest. I'm hoping to have a big sale when I get back. I should have some more boxes waiting for me. But yeah, I'm trying to settle into, doing it all. And it's hard. It's hard being a mom and a business owner and a nurse, and, but getting it done. And yeah, I was really worried about not cruise qualifying last month, and then kind of like right during that last week, I just like started, I don't know what happened, or maybe Audrey caught up, I don't know, because I was tracking my sales, but I felt like I wasn't on the mark, and then all of a sudden I was like, done, 14. And then, but yeah, this month is a slow start, so we'll see. I'm gonna do my best, but I got a lot of catching up to do. So, all right. Well, if that's it, we'll close out for tonight, and I will hopefully see you guys. I'm hoping that, when I get back on Wednesday evening, I'm going to Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros with my husband. And if you guys are familiar with that band. And then I'm working on Thursday, and then I have Friday off, and maybe I'll do a Periscope on Friday. I don't know. I have to see what's waiting for me when I get home, but and then of course Sunday party at 5 on Facebook. So, and then I will start trying to figure out how to make these Periscope parties more accessible, like more, whatever. Thank you so much. Have a good day at work tomorrow, and I'll talk to you guys soon.